has landed several of those inside low kicks.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. Zhang Weili was defeated by Namajunas. She is now the undisputed queen of the underdogs. Guys, that fight was very good. You saw my breakdown previously. A lot of people doubted that Rose would be able to pull off an upset like this. Quite a few people believed in her, even her own fans, including myself, who wanted her to win, or desired her to win rather, still felt this was going to be a huge challenge for her. And then she went out there and made it look easy. I even said during the breakdown, I said, Rose didn't throw a whole lot of kicks. And I said, there are things about Rose you shouldn't count out. And obviously that was one of them. When you go into a fight and not expecting somebody to do something, then they can pull off that upset. Even, Kamaru tonight, a lot of people felt that he was going to wrestle Jorge to get the victory, downplaying his boxing. And the funny thing is, Trevor Whitman and Rose both had that boxing coach. And I said that. I said, Rose striking has greatly increased from the first time she showed up. And here's a couple questions I want to answer. How do people improve? Here are some very stupid things that ignorant, biased, or people who just don't want to give anybody credit will say. And that is, this fighter cannot win because they lost this person. There are some fighters out there that do not improve over time. Rose is not one of those people. When Rose first showed up, she was a scrappy fighter and she was a finisher. She still is a finisher, but by scrappy, she would like to close the distance and get in trouble. She doesn't do that anymore. I said Rose is not going to fight at range with Zhang. She's going to go in and out. And even though the fight was only about a minute and 21 seconds, that's exactly what she did. She came out there bouncing on her feet. She was going in, she was going out. She doesn't play the range game with people. And that's because most people she faces are better at fighting at range than she is. And so what she did is, she went back to her roots. Like I said, in the first fight with Joanna, what she did was she kept on going in the left. She kept moving to the left. She barely went to the right. The only time she really did was when Joanna pressured her and she was trying to escape. But then she kept on going to her left, looking to land that overhand right. In the first fight with Andrade, she did the same thing. And the only difference was in the second fight with Andrade in the third round, is when she started to move in multiple directions. And maybe that's something they've been working on. They said you need to try to go in different directions so you're not so easy to read. Because if you keep going in the same direction, you can walk into a big right hand when you're up against a very experienced opponent. And so, Rose stuck to her roots. She did what works for her. She was bouncing. She didn't try to play the range game with Zhang. She didn't try to make it a contest of power. She went in there, jab punch, jab cross. She was throwing her usual boxing. And that last time she came in, boom, Zhang was more than likely expecting a punch. This hand doesn't really come down. This one kind of does. And then Rose she basically did a switch kick onto her lead leg. Usually when you do a switch kick, you'll bring your lead leg back. You'll put your rear leg forward a little bit, and then you'll throw your left kick. But what she did was she placed her right leg where her left foot would be, and then came up. She basically crow-copped Zhang. And like I said, guys, I'm a huge Zhang Weili fan. Her fight against Andrade, I was so glad because people were talking so much stupid stuff about she's from China. Foreigners can't hang with Americans in the fight game, and she destroyed Andrade. Not that I dislike Andrade, but I'm glad that the way she did it because of what people were saying. They weren't giving her a chance just because she comes from Asia. It's just like when I hear stupid people say stuff about their army's weak. I'm like, oh yeah, the nation that invented gunpowder doesn't know how to fight. Don't give me that nonsense. Great fight against Joanna. Loved every minute of it when those two just went to war. And, Rose was the only challenge really left for her in this division. The only former champion. And now new again. Give at the same time. Love Zhang's fighting style. Big fan of Zhang. At the same time, y'all, give Rose her credit. She snapped a 21-fight win streak. She was the only underdog who came out with the victory tonight with the KO in the first round. And I did not call it first round KO. You guys can watch my video. I even say in that video, like I said, she doesn't really throw a whole lot of kicks. She barely throws knees. She threw flying knees in her rematch with Andrade. One of them missed. One of them kind of hit. I think Andrade kind of blocked it, though. It landed, but Andrade blocked it mostly. But I said she doesn't throw a whole lot of kicks. She sticks usually with her boxing. But sure enough, she's been working on those kicks. Even in the video I did, How Good is Rose, you could see clips of her training. She's training for those kicks, but stuck to her guns. Trevor Whitman, give Rose her credit. She beat one of the most dominant champions again. She was the underdog again. Like I said, that works for her, y'all. Keep on saying, if you want to see Rose lose, say she's going to win. that might be the only way for it to happen, because people were saying she was going to get steamrolled. Even her fans, like I said, we were expecting this is going to be a hard fight. I was hoping it would be 2-2 going to the 5th round. I wanted to see a war, but went out there and made it look easy. So props to Pat Barry. I know he was helping her with her kicks. He came into MMA as a kickboxer. Props to Trevor Whitman. The man's an excellent boxing coach who transitioned to MMA, and look what he's turned out. With Kamaru Usman, I think he trained Justin Gaethje too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. And Rose. He made huge improvements with Rose. And like I said, what people don't understand is the improvement that happens is fighters learn how to throw a punch, they learn how to throw a kick, they learn how to throw all that stuff. The difficult thing is learning when to throw it, when to not throw it. And the very hard thing for some people is not admiring your work. Like once you land a combo, you should be gone. And you try to make it one maneuver. You want it to flow through very well. Watch how Canelo does stuff. Pop, 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 pop. He'll land that combo and then he's gone. Rose did that. Watch the first fight with Andrade, the first round especially. She was landing a bunch of stuff and then she was gone. Jab cross, hook, and then you're gone. That last maneuver is very, very hard for some people to learn. A lot of people like to stand there and look at what they did. But it doesn't matter what sport you're in, whether it's MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing. Whenever you land a combo, you should be gone. Your exit is very important. You don't always have to give up position. That's what my coach says. He says, I don't like it when people leave. But he said, you definitely don't want to stay there looking at your work. You don't have to make a big angle change. You can make a very small one. That's what Pitbull, I think it's Patricio. I think Patrick is the one who lost. But Patricio, featherweight champion in Bellator, he's very good at landing something and making a very, very small angle change. He'll move like 3 inches, but now you can't hit him. He's very good at that. So if you want somebody to watch, learn how to do that, watch him. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all like to see next. And congratulations to Rose. If you didn't hear anywhere else, you heard it here first. She's not just the undisputed strawweight champion. She's the undisputed queen of the underdogs. She did it again. Against the stronger opponent this time. So give her credit. Thank you everybody for watching. Starting next month, the beginning of each month, I'm gonna let you guys know what's coming in advance because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can't post anything to let y'all know what's coming yet. Please help that number go up. But what's gonna be coming next at the beginning of it, for my Welsh fans who like the Welsh Warriors, we're gonna get some more historical videos on here. For the combat sports fans, I'm gonna break down some more fighters. I'm gonna keep looking at the technical side of things because a lot of people think how good is a person is just down to their wins and their losses. It's not. It's down to how much they grew as a fighter on that journey. Because some people who didn't get a championship belt wrapped around their waist and retired, I feel their skills had still made vast improvement, and that should not be overlooked. Also, My Fight Story is a website that's coming soon. We just got the photos done for that last month, so expect it to be coming around. I'm gonna post when it's ready. And I'm going to follow my fight story. I'm also going to be breaking down my sparring sessions and my own journey in combat sports. And I'm going to show you guys all my horrible footwork previously that made my coach probably want to puke if he saw it. And how much improvement I made since then. So thanks guys for watching. Let me know what I'd like to see next. And have a great day.